All right, so at the moment, I'm coaching full time out here in America with Challenger Sports. I was coaching at a club in Chicago called AYSO for about 2 or 3 months, and then the last 2.5 months or so, I've been coaching soccer camps with Challenger Sports, and they're kind of in different locations. So, doing camps in Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, and Indiana. So I grew up in a small town called Ballinasloe in County Galway, Ireland, and I played with Ballinasloe Soccer Club all the way growing up. And then when I was about 15, I moved over to Salthill Devon in Galway and played with them, and then played with Galway United under 19s, and we had an under 20s team at the time, and then played a bit with the first team as well before coming originally out to America on a soccer scholarship. I think I was like 17, and I was away with the Leinster schools. I was in school in Athlone, so we were part of the Leinster school setup. So I was on the Leinster school team, and I was playing centre back with a guy called Tomas Boyle at the time, and he kind of said to me that he wanted to go to America on a soccer scholarship, and that's kind of when I first heard about it, and he kind of sold it to me. And like I looked it up after that, and I said, you know what, this is something that I'd be interested in doing. The kind of lifestyle over there appealed to me, and playing soccer full time as well, while earning a degree as well. It just all made sense, Yeah, it's different. Obviously, most people go to college in Ireland. They're kind of just focused mostly on the school part as well. There's not too many places where you can go and train full time as well. Like I know some guys will be in college and they can play League of Ireland, maybe Division 1 as well, and play part-time soccer. But yeah, it's a great opportunity. Like basically, I think like I had the opportunity like to go play professional soccer after college, but like in college I was training just as much as I was at any professional club, that I played for. So it's really getting you ready for the professional game. So yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It's like at a young age to go over there and do that, and then you can get, for those that want to play pro, you can get your degree behind you, at 22 or 24 years old, and then you can go on and try and play professional after that, I don't think it was that bad, to be fair. Like, so I just kind of like done my research on it, and then I was playing with the Irish under-18 schoolboys at the time as well. So I played in games against Australia and New Zealand, and we had coaches that were interested to come and watch the players that wanted to go over. So that kind of made it easier. And then also I attended a showcase in Dublin. I think there was like 50 colleges there. So there was plenty of interest, which is good. No, it's brilliant, yeah, because I know some people that go over on scholarships and they try and do the whole process on their own, but with the likes of Stephen or with an agency, you get a lot more exposure. So like we had like 50 to 80 coaches attend that combine in Dublin, and I think right after that combine I had like 5 or 6 offers the next week after attending that combine, whereas you can't really complain about that, and it's hard to do that get those offers on your own, Yeah, good. So I think he's been a great help, and I've always stayed in touch with him. Like when I was in America, even when I was going playing PDL or going and playing NPSL, I always stayed in touch with him. He always reached out to see how I was getting on, and then even after when I played professional soccer, we stayed in touch, and I'd done a bit of work with him, helping him get players as well. So yeah, we've got a good relationship. Yeah, definitely played a lot. So as I said, like with the agency, they've kind of got a lot of contacts, and they can promote you to colleges all over America, and they kind of I went to Monroe Community College. I was meant to go to American International College, which is a D2 college first, but my academics weren't strong enough to go there for my SATs. So then I went to a junior college, and I really enjoyed that. I went to junior college in New York, Monroe Community College. We had a really good setup there, really good coaching staff, and I think like 5 of the players in our team from the junior college ended up playing professional soccer after college, which is a great stat for junior college. I think just like seeing what the best overall package or fit was for me, and speaking to the coach and like what he kind of expected from me, or why he wants to bring me to the college as well. So I guess with Monroe Community College, it was a thing where I could go, take my classes, but I always knew it was going to be a stepping stone to something better. And I knew that we wanted to try and win the national championship that year, and that we had a very good team. The facilities were probably the best facilities for any junior college in America, like really top class facilities. So I knew I was going to train in top class facilities every day for a year. So that was a big one for me, and it gave me a couple of options for the year after. To when I wanted to go to a 4-year school to transfer, it gave me a lot more options, which is great. It's just it's unbelievable. I think it's the best 3 or 4 years of my life there. It was just unreal. It's hard to describe it really, but it's like, like when people go on vacation for 2 or 3 weeks and they get the sun and hot weather and they come back and they just feel amazing. They're like, that was unreal. Like, it's kind of like that, but you're there for 3 or 4 years. So it was great. Yeah. It was brilliant. The best decision ever. I remember I was in Boston. I was working in Boston. I was taking summer classes to get my GPA up to go to Keiser. And when I committed to West Palm Beach, Florida, the school there, Joe Zakrish was the coach, and he brought me there. But I remember committing there and just like thinking, I can't wait for this, And then I arrived in Miami. I was in Miami staying with my uncle for like 6 weeks, and then I went to preseason at Keiser, and just loved it there. Like, preseason was very tough. We're training like in like 90-degree heat. You're playing games in like 90-degree heat, so it's very tough. But like in regards to getting like conditions and for your fitness, it's brilliant. And it kind of my 3 years there kind of like I improved a lot as a player, and I really enjoyed it. It really got me ready for the next step after that, Like the national tournament, we went to the national tournament my second year there. So my junior year there, we went to a national tournament, and we actually got a buy into the tournament because we were hosting the tournament. So we didn't actually qualify for it. So a lot of people were about that because we didn't actually win enough games to get there, but we were hosting. So the deal is, if you're hosting, you get to play in the tournament. But we were ranked, I don't know what we were ranked, but maybe in like the 60s or 70s in America at the time. And then our first game was against the number 1 seed, which is Rio Grande. And I remember there's playing on there. Sorry, I remember I was at the banquet the night before the game, and we were all like raring to go, buzzing for the game, and I think there was a lot of teams kind of looking down on us because we weren't ranked in the top teams, or whatever. But then we went and played Rio Grande, and we beat them the next day, and it was just it was a shock for a lot of people. But it was I remember that feeling when we won, and it was just unbelievable, the adrenaline rush, and we were like jumping over the cages to get to the fans and stuff, and it was a great time. Yeah, no, it was good. Really, really good. Like a lot of ups and downs, to be fair, but a lot of failures along the way before I actually achieved any success. Like I know I finished college with Keiser, and I was named All-American my senior year. I had a good year, and then I realized I want to go professional. After college, that's what I want to do. And I went to a combine, a pro soccer consulting combine, PSC combine in Florida, and John Caulfield from Cork City was there. And he was impressed with me, and wanted to bring me to Cork. But I think at the time I still had classes left to finish off at Keiser that semester, and didn't work out. But then when I was finished, I was in touch with John, and then he brought me over on trial with Cork City. So I spent 2 weeks on trial at Cork City. It was a great experience, and playing games against Fulham and Wolves. Really enjoyed it, and didn't end up signing there. He kind of said to me, he was, look, I like you as a player, I like you as a person, but I don't think you've got enough professional experience at the time to come and play with Cork City. So that was understandable, and we kind of left it at that. And then I spent time then with the club in Malta, Hibernians, a week later. So I spent a week there, didn't sign there. Then spent a week at Chester in the conference in England, didn't sign there. And then I'd agreed with a club. There's a coach in Sweden had watched me play, and he said, look, if you don't sign with Chester in the conference, I'd love to sign you here in Sweden. So basically, I was just like living out a backpack for 4 weeks, traveling around to these clubs, so it was difficult. It wasn't easy. It wasn't like, some people get rejected the first time with a club and they think that's it, but it's not how it works. You got to keep going. And I just really wanted to get something sorted where I could get a year professional experience under me, and then so I flew to, after Chester didn't work out, so I flew straight to Sweden, signed with the club there, and played there and loved it. It's a great setup there, and great people, great organization. So yeah, no, definitely. I think it's I think failure is part of the process. You know what I mean? And I've been told the word no, it's just part of the process. Even with even in my professional career, I've sent off emails or contacted clubs and stuff, and I could send out maybe 20, 30 emails to clubs or messages to coaches, and only 2 or 3 of those might get back to me and say they're interested. So you kind of have to put a lot of work in and be prepared to be rejected a lot as well. Yeah, so a bit random, but I guess when I was playing college soccer, or not college soccer and professional soccer, one of my kind of strengths was long distance passing. I had a decent thing on me, and a lot of people, especially Americans, would say, you should give the American football kicking a go at some stage. So it was always in the back of my mind. And then I think I finished the season with Jacksonville Armada, and I took 2 sessions with a coach, and he was like, look, you've got a raw talent or something. He was like, if you work on it, I think you can do well. And I kind of left it at that. I ended up signing for a soccer club in Australia, Magpies Crusaders. So I went there, and kind of the next 2 years or a year and a half was all focused on football or soccer. But then I was back in lockdown in Ireland for about a year and a half, and I was just thinking about a lot of things and thinking about my soccer career, where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do and stuff. And I just thought, look, I kind of want something different, and I said I'll order a kicking stick online and NFL ball. So I done that, and then where I was living was in Portumna, a small town in Galway, and there's a football field only 5 minutes cycle there. So I cycled down to the fields, and for a few weeks just started practicing, and I was like, this could be something good. So I was like coming back to America with Challenger Sports on a coaching role in April. But at the same time, I was thinking about this football, and I want to give this a go. And so I reached out to an NFL kicker coach, Chris Nendick, and he's probably one of the top coaches in America. So I reached out to him, kind of just told him a little bit about myself, and I want to give this a go. And he was like, sounds good. So I met him in Chicago my first week there. I'd done a session with him, and he was like, look, I think you've got something here if you put the work in. So I think I've had about 10 or 11 sessions with him over the last 2 or 3 months, and it's all just progressed since there. He said, he recommended set up a Twitter. I didn't have a Twitter, and he said set up a Twitter, just kind of promote yourself on Twitter, your footage and stuff, kicking field goals and kickoffs and stuff. And I done that, and then I had a few people actually reach out to me on Twitter, and then one of them was a guy called Brendan Cahill, who's got a lot of contacts over here. So I had a phone call with him, and we just talked about stuff about kicking in college and trying to go pro after college and stuff. And he kind of said to me, he called me 2 weeks after that, and said, look, Shane, I think I've got a full ride offer for you in Nebraska if you want to. And I said, yeah, that sounds good. And at the time there was a offer in Florida as well. It wasn't a full ride, but decent offer. And so there's interest in a few colleges. There's a D2 college in Texas as well. And so I spoke to the guy in Nebraska, the head coach in Nebraska, and he's also the Spring League coach. The Spring League is like a league for out-of-contract NFL players that are trying to get back into the NFL. So he's a coach at that league as well. So yeah, he called me and said, look, I'm interested in you. I can offer you a good scholarship. You won't pay much to go here. And I just want to see you kick live in person first. So I was like, great. And he was in Lucas Oil Stadium, which is Indianapolis Colts Stadium in Indianapolis. So I drove there to meet him and kicked to the stadium on front of him. And then after, he came up to me. He was like, I'd love to have you at my college, And then since then, it's just been progressing. And then, I think like a few weeks ago, I signed my letter of consent to my scholarship to go there. And I moved there on Tuesday. So looking forward to it. Yeah. So, there's kind of two goals really. So when I was in West Palm Beach, I actually have 8 classes left on to finish off my degree there. So for me, obviously, I want to do the kicking as well. But doing this route is like it's a win-win situation for me. So it's kind of I get to get the kicking experience as a kicker in college football, but I also get to finish off my business management degree. But yeah, the ultimate goal, like I'm not too big into my academics, to be fair. I'm more of I like to work hard, and I wouldn't consider myself extremely academically smart, but I would love to try and go pro as a kicker, and kind of that's the plan is to have a good college season and to try and go pro as a kicker. Yeah. It's amazing. Like, it's just the land of opportunity over here. Really, it's unbelievable. Even like me, I'm coaching. Like, I've got my own private coaching soccer business, and it's nice, but it's nice little side earner as well. Like, but I really enjoy it. But you can't really, if I was to go and try to do private coaching back home, it's very difficult. You know what I mean? Whereas you can do it over here, and no, it's great. I love the American culture and the American people. They're just really positive people, and they kind of bring out the best in you. Do you know what I mean? And it's the land of opportunity. If you come over here with a positive attitude, I think you'll do well. Yeah, no, I think so. I think like I've been probably involved in coaching probably since I was 19 or 20, and it's always something. Even when I was at Jacksonville, when I was playing in Florida, it's something I've done on the side as well. So it's something I really enjoy, and I think it's a career for me. It's something I see myself doing long term. Coaching, whether it's going to be at a club or possibly college in the future. Then the private coaching is something that I'll continue to do going forward as well. I would say definitely go and give it a go, and just come over with a positive attitude and a strong work ethic. And if it doesn't work out, you're in preseason. You come over for preseason with a club. If it doesn't work out, you get back on a flight home. It's maybe 7-8 hours, and you're back home again. All right, and you can say, "Look, I gave that a go." But it's definitely something like, I think if you got the opportunity to do it, you should definitely take it. It's the best decision I've ever made, and it's kind of shaped me into the person I am today. And it's I've built up a lot of contacts, and there's so many opportunities to come from it. So I can't recommend it highly enough.